We haven't talked about it on the show at all, but the Marvel thing, What If, the animated Marvel stuff. Woody and I talked about this like privately or maybe in the Hangouts or something about how it's passable animation. The animation's okay. The stories have good premises, but they're poorly executed. It's like the writing is bad. I did find out a woman directs it, I think. No, just saying, she's doing an amazing job.
You said you like the animation?
It's good enough. It's good enough. Is what I would say.
It's a style thing, right? Like it's not necessarily. It's like weird CG.
There's a weird texture thing going on. There's a little less texture on like faces and stuff than you would like, and explosions kind of have this sort of 2D look to them, like fireballs and stuff. But what I wanted to get at is most of the episodes are kind of meh. The first one was okay. It's like, what if Captain America was a woman? Okay, this is kind of cool. Like, first of all, fucking kill me. What is it? Death by Snoo Snoo.
She's awesome.
She's just super fucking hot. And I love that. Like, she's still into Steve Rogers, even though he's still that little twig man. And now she's like there's so many guys who are into that.
Her name is Penny Carter, maybe.
Peggy. Yeah.
I shouldn't have given it you. I could have watched you guess at that.
Yeah, and but the newest episode
is that the Thor one.
So no, there's one after that. So do you remember what happened at the end of the Thor one?
I think so.
Like Ultron landed?
Oh yeah. It's not Ultron, I don't think.
It is Ultron.
It's not the same bad guy that was in the Thor movie with the lava face or something.
Oh no, that's Surtur.
It was.
Oh no, that's Ultron. Ultron lands, and then that's the end of the episode. The newest episode picks up, and now we're dealing with Ultron, and not directly after the episode that you watched, because that's a different universe. We go back to our prime, one of the prime universes or something, like a completely different universe. But he's there too, and this episode is what if Ultron had won, if he had beaten the Avengers when he first came into being. There was that issue where Vision's body was meant to be Ultron's body, but the Avengers stole it and they put the good AI in it. But so the what if Ultron had gotten his Vision body and become Vision, and so they follow that narrative, and it's either, I guess it's a two-parter, because after a 35 minute episode it ends, and there's definitely a lot more to come because Ultron is such a hassle to deal with. They've had to go get some help, and it's like his power level is greater than anything we've ever seen, like in all of Marvel. Like they really
Thanos
make
exists more than that. You say?
Oh, there's such a good moment with that.
Okay, actually, don't spoil it for me. I think I want to wait another week and watch them back to back.
Dude, it's one of those. That episode is one of those things where after like 5 minutes, shit starts just popping off. Every moment after that is like, holy shit, he can just do that,
his power level is way above anything we've ever seen before.
The Marvel What If series is a bunch of like, hey, what if zombies attacked in the Marvel world? What if instead of Captain America we had Captain Britain female chick? What if this, what if that? Every one of the premises is a 10 out of 10. You know how Kyle has this superpower where he can describe a TV show or a movie to you? You absolutely fucking love it, and it's usually better than the movie itself, right? Everyone watching this knows what I'm talking about.
Kyle's good.
What if does that? What if they're like, hey, what if? And then they lay out this premise, and you're like, I'm so glad I live in the world where you made this. And then you watch it and you're like, okay, it didn't live up to it didn't live up to the trailer, I guess I should say.
Yeah. It's worth noting that like all of those seem like they're the first part of something. Like they all end on a bit of a cliffhanger. So I get where you're coming from with that, but you got to watch the next episode of it because it does a little bit of tying in.
Yeah, it starts tying them in, and like. I don't think it's a sport. I don't think this is a sport because this is something I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm guessing that maybe all of the universes we've touched on, like those individual characters, maybe like the survivors from all of them are going to have to band together or something like that. Maybe like that Thor we saw, who was like only child Thor.
He was cool.
He was cool. He was like Gaston. Maybe he has to. Maybe he has to band together with like the survivors from the zombie universe and like maybe the Killmonger from the universe where he became Black Panther. Maybe all of those characters have to like come together in like a singular universe to like deal with the big bad in this current episode. It's if they do that, then the whole series redeems itself a little bit in my eyes.
Now, I don't know anything about superheroes, but Captain Britain, that doesn't seem like it's going to be anything different than Captain America. Like if they want a different world, like wouldn't they do like Captain Russia? And it's like, how is the U.S. going to beat this super soldier without a super soldier? Like, you know what I mean? Because like if England has the super soldier and America's like, fuck, we need help, England's just going to send Captain UK over here, right? Like they're like, whereas if Russia or if it's like Captain China, now we got a problem. How are we going to deal with this when we don't have a Captain America? That interesting.
Well, there already is a Russian Captain America. He's called the Red Guardian. So that's already a thing.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, but in this and actually there's a little Red Guardian teaser in the newest episode. But no, I get what you're saying to some extent.
Like seeing how we would fight back against superheroes without having access to them would be neat.
You are right about that whole Captain Britain thing, that the premise seems kind of odd, because in the comics they knew that, and Captain Britain in the comics can like, he has the ability to like go into the time travel, go into the multiverse. He's like a police officer, which is really fitting of the UK. He's that. It's like this weird, like, it doesn't really fit how you'd think Captain Britain would be. I've just named him that.
He's a super soldier with just with a shitty baton.
He really
because he can't get a license or anything more.
Do you remember the episode of It's Always Sunny? It's the episode of Reno 911 when the English Bobby cop comes over and the Reno 911 cops are all just like giving him a hard time. They're like, "So you don't have a gun? No firearms. You don't have a gun. You don't have a siren. What do? You blow your whistle at them? Well, yes, that usually gets their attention." It's like they're just, all right, well, we're gonna have a little traffic stop here. You just hang back here. I want you to get muffed up or anything. And like he like pulls over, guys like, "You're going a little fast back there, weren't you?" And he's like, "Here, hold my flashlight while I go check on this driver. You going a little fast, weren't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess I didn't. You see the sign back there." And the next thing you know, the British cop is dragging him out of the passenger side window. "Get out, you dirty speeder! You dirty speeder!" And he's pummeling him with a flashlight, just beating the shit up. The man's crying like a little girl. He's like, "Oh, please stop! Oh, where's the big man that was here? The big man who was speeding. It's a little girl going too fast on my road. Here's your license back." And he goes, "Thank you. That's right. You're welcome." They get back to the car and the Reno 911 cop is just like shaken and disturbed. He's like, "There's your flashlight. Man, that's a nice piece there. Yeah, thank you very much." From then on, he's terrified of this guy.
That show is such a sleeper. Like people I know who have like the same sense of humor as me have never seen an episode of that, and everyone loves it. Reno 911 is
Halloween costume last year.
Oh yeah, Mr. Dangle.
You did. You killed it, Lieutenant Dangle.
Yeah.
It was just a way for you to show off your legs.
You can't show off your legs on this show.
Oh, when you were walking away, though,
there was a lot of ass. There was a lot of ass.
Dude, you couldn't wear underwear with those bottoms.